Well, I am holding the threatening that I know who I am, but you are not holding the threatening that you know who I am. Let's say I disclose my leverage. I am none higher than he deceased right here. That's how you don't know who I am without that you hear me say that. You see me and hear me say that. And when I'm not speaking, you don't know what I am or who I am. So you don't know that way. I can't really just disclose my leverage to you. I can disclose my leverage against you, but I can't disclose my leverage to you because I am myself everywhere, every way, anyway. So, how do you know within yourself that I am none higher than he deceased? Well, you don't have boundaries. You don't know what is mine to myself. How can you know that I am none higher than he deceased when you don't know where I am? You don't know what I eat. You don't know what I wear. You don't know how tall I am. You don't know how much I weigh. You don't know what I want for myself. You don't know what's mine to myself, where I am, everywhere I am. I have the video on, and I don't have any footwear on my feet. So, do you know what kind of footwear I wear? And if you do, how do you know? Would you just ask me, what do you like to wear? That's you not knowing what's mine to myself. I just got this robe from Amazon.com delivery. And I didn't pay for it. So is it mine to myself? I did not make the payment, but I did receive the shipment delivery. So is it mine to myself, or is it Amazon's robe? We could just leave it at that. I'm wearing this robe for Amazon so I can finish what I'm doing, none higher than he deceased in leverage. And then I suppose Amazon will belong to myself, and it will not have a name, and it will not deliver things to you. If you think there's anything that's yours to yourself around you, that is going to be considered a debt. It's you, it's who you are, and it's a debt that you think that something is yours to yourself. When you say this, like, to your own self, and that's like over there, uh, I over there, I can't throw it because I am myself, none higher than he deceased right here. And there is nothing that is mine to myself in this place because it's trashed. This is a hole in the wall that was not there before, and that's a hole in the wall that was covered up, but that was always there, and it used to have a vent over it. So it's not mine to myself because I didn't hire anyone to do that. I don't have extra money for this kind of criminal mischief. This fan is not mine to myself because it's been flooded out of here. These mirrors, well, I guess the mirrors are my claim at this point. The mirrors were always here in this apartment. That was, the key was given out by somebody named Shonda Navis. I guess the mirrors are mine at this point. I am Mother Mirror the wrong way. I am none higher than he deceased. The flooring right here, that's not mine to myself. It makes all those foot marks outside the doorway there. It comes from what's wrong with this flooring. It needs to be that I get a key to live someplace else so the flooring can just stay here. If you talk to me about myself, I am not mine to myself. I am none higher than he deceased right here. Well, I alive the food supply, and I am supposed to be the only one who eats out of it because it's there to pay out that you are a debt. That's why everywhere you go, everywhere you are, there are cashiers who are saying that you're not allowed to take things out of an establishment. You're not allowed to eat anything or take anything out of an establishment. And if you do, you have to pay out money from your name to acknowledge that you are the one who did it. But who do you give the money to? Because maybe the cashier is just standing there to call the police and accuse you of being a shoplifter, or to be a police officer and just tell you to get out. I'm none higher than he deceased right here. You've been telling me to get out my whole life, and I am not mine to myself that way. Everything I ever ate in my life is a debt. Yep. Well, how I'm going to pay for it? I'm none higher than he deceased right here. That's how I'm going to pay for it. If you want to say it, you can, but you're the order is not true. I am the order. Something's wrong with my hair, so I am trying to make it so I can live with it until it grows out. And then once it grows out, I don't know how to make it even the way I had it before. I'm not coughing and sneezing with a cold. I am really, I'm waiting for myself to cease out of the door locking, and there's something wrong with where I am that's making me cough and sneeze over the things I say. So if you have the last name Moser, you have the biggest debt of all until the illegal alive human beings who alive after the last name Moser are not that bad unless they use their birthdays, and they're sort of worse than Mosers. Mosers are illegal. If you have the last name Moser and you didn't know who I am, you sent me to school and you told me to go out and get a job And I should learn how to pay for myself, how to pay for all the permissions in public for all the things that I need. Because you just don't know what is mine to myself every bite of food I ever had over 45 years of alive. You don't know. And you don't know what I've been wearing over 45 years of alive. You don't know what's mine to myself. You don't have a collection of all my clothes and save them because I'm none higher than me, deceased right here. That means there is none higher than me coming for you. I am ever myself. I am eternal. There's no surprise here. You can thieve myself endlessly because I'm none higher than me, deceased right here. And everything is mine to myself. If I say no to something, I might say no to the motion in alive. Not everything in the motion of alive is going my way, but I am aliving the motion of alive, and alive is myself that way.